Out on the grind. Out on the grind. Out on the grind. I'm kidding. This goes out to my niggas down south that's out there getting that bankroll. This goes out to my niggas out west that's out there shipping them bolos.
It's the Real Spill Show podcast, and I'm your host, Big Omeezy. I'm talking about live at KnockDownMuzik, KnockDown TV, and we present to you the homeboy, you know what I'm saying, straight up out of Sacramento, California. If you run up, they just might do you. My partner, the Gatlin. What's up, Juan?
Omeezy, what's good with you, brother?
Oh, man.
Thanks for having me, man. I finally made it down, man.
One thing I noticed, I've been knowing you for quite some time. One thing I noticed when I go through pictures and shit, like on old Facebook pictures, Gat always been right there.
Man, I ain't going nowhere.
That shit crazy, right?
I ain't going nowhere, man. I made it a point to try to be in everybody's face. You know what I mean? That's the only way you're gonna get seen is to be in their face. So
I like the way you do it because you consistent like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Everything you look is consistent. You stay working just like, you know, a whole bunch of the homies that we all fuck with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what at the end of the day, it's the love for the game first and foremost.
Definitely.
Was you born and raised in Sac?
Born and raised in Sacramento, man.
Native.
Yeah, man, native, man, indigenous to this soil, man.
Indigenous to the soil.
Man, I could tell you shit about Sac that you wouldn't believe. You had to be there.
I believe it because I probably was there.
You know, rest in peace to Florin Mall. Rest in peace to State Theater.
Oh, we was just talking about that. We was just talking about that not too long ago. Yeah. I'm telling you, I be on my dolo missions at the state. I go right next door to the liquor store and get me some Chinese food. You understand? Make me a nice little woo-wops and throw that up. You know what I mean? I watched Colors, I think, at that motherfucker. I'm trying.
Hey, back then, right? You know, the South was so active. I just said this to somebody else. That movie theater was the only theater where the hood had to pick slots.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
real
mean?
talk.
Like when Boys in the Hood came out, you know, it wasn't finna be no mixed crowd. It was like the shot callers from here was like,
yeah.
The whole hood pulling up the State Theater, this name, man, tell you know, y'all could, you know, and it was just that type of camaraderie, you know, through the city. It was always respect, and that's what I love about. You know, and you know, the more that I talk about this shit, man, you know, I tend to show my age, man, because I saw a lot of that shit.
But you got to talk about it because otherwise it'll be forgotten.
It'll be forgotten, so I'll never forget, you know what I mean? Just, you know, riding my bike up 75th through the creek, you know what I mean? Making that left on Bellini and, you know, waving that doughy rock, you know what I mean? Soul on fire, or going all the way down to the other end, watching Lynch and Six and Low Key and Tall Can and all them do that. I remember that shit so vividly. Or go all the way down to the dead end and watch Marvelous do it, you know.
Shout out Marvelous.
I can't never forget.
She was just here last night.
Shit, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, that's big sis, man. That's love, man. But I can't never forget about.
But even Florin Mall was busting. People ain't never gonna know about Florin Mall, Pack and Save, and all that shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Save, family. These niggas going to get a clue to get that clothes. They don't know nothing about that family parking center life. Yeah.
So, hey, I used to work at what was the Jumbo Market right there? I used to work at that motherfucker. I got fired too. That was the only job I ever had that I got fired from. And shit. Here's this cup right here, player. So quack. Yeah, that was the only job I got fired from, and they was paying me every week, and I was getting a nice little check, man. It was crazy. I fucked it up though, cause I went to Great America and then didn't call in and so.
No call, no show.
I showed up the next day like do.
Right.
And it was the first of the month. Nigga, I was crazy. That was ill shit.
No call, no show, man.
How long you been rapping? Like taking it really seriously, like you know what I'm saying, activating it. This nigga done hit some of the ooh-wee.
That's when you roll up y'all blunt.
Oh yeah, we you know shit.
You know, 'cause I smoke joints, man, so you know the sharing is.
Oh, me too. Don't get it twisted.
Okay,
I'm one of the Lone Rangers up in this motherfucker that be on that.
It's crazy when I light up a joint like, bro, what the fuck is that?
Only thing is the joint ain't supposed to make it. Do it make you cough like that though?
It's the weed that makes it. It's your blunt or your apparatus.
Hey, you gotta crawl before you can walk, baby.
You know what I mean? It's the weed, man.
You gotta crawl before you can walk. Taking it in measurements.
I've been really putting money into my shit for about 6-7 years. You know what I mean? You know.
Oh, 6-7 years?
About six.
Say that.
Yeah. You know, I always been rapping. I always been writing. Always, you know. These rhymes, you know, was a nigga hustle early on. You know what I'm saying? Like
you came and got on that Welcome to the West on my album real quick.
Man,
I'm talking
easy.
about. I sure appreciated
Easy.
that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, who is this dude coming in? This nigga gassing.
Easy. And I think around that was
Beat
what, about
box.
5 years ago. That was about 5 years
Sugar with a
ago.
ruger, 4-4 chrome. I'm like, this
Everybody was
guy.
on Lace,
Yeah.
Bear Gang,
California Bear Gang.
You put a cold little lineup on that.
On the tuck, but it's gonna come back in similar. You know, I like doing songs that you probably like that too. You got songs that you did a while, and people gonna discover and be like, oh shit. So that's all that is.
So but yeah, you know, about 6-7 years, I really been putting money into my shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, the rhyme was a hustle. Even in high school, man, nigga say a couple rhymes for that pizza toast, that Uncle Jerry's cookie. You know what I mean?
And you do know that.
You want, man, nigga need an Uncle Jerry's cookie, man. Nigga,
So when'd you do your first project?
My first project was shit. That's you know what? My album, official album, was passed.
Was it like a mixtape? Was it like this new shit where it's
It was an album. It was an album.
okay.
All original production, features and everything. It was an album. It was called Passages of the Nameless. And I was in a situation where, you know, the way it ended up dropping, I didn't want it to drop like that, but you know, went through a little emancipation purpose after that. But
right.
But
also, it was one of them stories where you got locked into some shit and you had to figure out how to get yourself out of it. Then you got out of it and you had to start all over and start doing this shit your own way.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a tale that has been told quite some times.
That's an all too common story.
Right.
But then before that, like that year prior to that, I had dropped like 7 mixtapes in 1 year.
7 mixtapes,
Yeah,
all original beats. So
nah, it was like a mixture.
we ain't gonna mention other dude what other dude had did.
Yeah, no. Now we talking about before. No,
We ain't even gonna count that.
He still got my music.
Oh
We
man.
got some shit that we did, and I've been trying to get it back from this nigga. And,
Oh no.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
No, we
I'm ready
can't
to
do that.
campaign this live, so I'm gonna keep it positive. Stay
Hey, I already know you notorious for the live shit, cause that you already
I'm breaking nigga down.
put a nigga on blast.net.
Hey, bro, you know what? And you know, I be telling myself afterwards, cause I am like like I got feelings. You know,
Yeah,
what I'm
everybody,
saying?
man.
I be like, damn, that's kind of fucked up what I did. But at the same time, it's for the betterment of the people. Like the people need to understand that this game, man, like, you know, we ain't got no room for no bullshit. Motherfuckers already think we quote unquote weird, so we gotta weed that shit out. You know what I'm saying? And when you doing what you're doing with these beats and you doing,
But you know what's crazy is niggas is pretty active for some weirdos. For some weirdos, niggas is pretty active, right? What's up, Jay Synthesizer? Nah, you can't just walk in the building and think niggas ain't gonna say what's up.
He can't sit next to me. He can't sit next to me, man. He can't sit next to
What's
me.
up, baby? What's up, my ninja?
I was wanting to say peace.
Okay, man, it's all good.
What you doing?
Probably working, shooting the video.
Who shooting?
He said, "Don't talk about that."
My bad. I'm gonna go say hi.
So, what was the first project you dropped? Was it Fame? The first part of the Fame series?
Since the emancipation of Gat, it was an album called Cutthroat Solitaire.
Okay, so when you got free from your shackles and the bondage, that's when you dropped Cutthroat Solitaire.
And if you listen to the title, Cutthroat meaning solo,
right?
Solitaire meaning solo. It was really just.
You was just like, I'm me. It's all about me.
I was proud of that shit, bro. Everything about that album was like no corners cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't looking for no homie jugs, wasn't looking for no homie plugs. I think actually this guy right here did all the videos for that album.
Right. He's a good kid.
Yeah, and I remember that first one that came out, that Stack This, that Pringle Plan. You know what I mean? That shit went crazy. That shit, I wasn't even in sack when it dropped, and I was just getting so much love, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm good, I'm where I need to be. You know what I'm saying? And then I started working on Cutthroat too, but I ended up linking up with my boy Finguz. And we ended up doing that whole Fame situation, and here we are right now. You
said my boy Finguz, so therefore we already talked on that. So
yeah. Our niggas already know about that. I'm not finna play the social media, shenanigans with niggas, bro. Like I said, man, we done slept on each other's couches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We done, And whatever he did with that situation, that's his.
Is it people
deal,
that's
man.
is it so people can be neutral with it? Like I'm just
being
out.
neutral, bro.
People can be. I'm just out the way. I ain't got
neutral.
shit to do with it.
I'm being neutral, my nigga. If you ain't got nothing to do with it, you ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
And niggas gotta respect that.
You know what I'm saying? Period. I'm not, you know, and I'm not finna sit up here and choose. No, that's the thing about me. I don't gotta choose a side. My side is me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I was just having a conversation with a cat the other day. Well, you know, if you do this, then you gotta join that. No, the fuck. Who does that, my nigga?
Was they talking about Regine? Was they talking about that?
Nah, it was with the situation with you know what's going on in the city right now with the Stephon Clark thing. And,
Okay.
He called me asking me why did we go to the Kings Arena and all that extra shit, and how come we didn't go to the police stations? And exactly what I said, bro, we was out there by the thousands. What we gonna do? Thin out? What police station are we gonna go to? You know what I mean? Like, nah, we did, and you know. That to me, in my opinion, and I'm not trying to sound a certain way, but us doing that set the precedent for what's going on right now. You know what I mean? As far as the game being shut down, as far as motherfuckers like, damn, they taking money out of our pocket. Let's speak up. The national coverage from all over the world started with what we did right there.
Man, that was the first assault. That was D-Day.
That was the bomb.
That was D-Day. That was.
You feel me? So,
I mean, everybody. I mean, I talked about this.
Yeah. I don't want to keep talking about it because I don't want.
No, but it's active,
like
B.
Yeah,
no, I'm saying what I'm saying is we still in the moment.
Yeah.
We're still
We
in the
war.
moment.
We in the
so
trenches.
you know what I'm saying? It's everybody is especially people who coming on the show. You know what I'm saying? That they all getting a chance to say their speech.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They all getting to get, you know, and you need that outlet.
Right, definitely.
Cause we just pull up and we say we talking about some shit. We go live on Facebook with everybody. You know what I'm saying? And we broadcast it for everybody to see. So it ain't no innuendo, no speculation. It's the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the horse's mouth and shit. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is on Facebook saying this, that, and saying whatever they got to say. But everybody's gonna be accountable for whatever they say. You know what I'm saying? History has been being written right now. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And it's all gonna be right there for the world to see.
And that's why I'm like, you know, I'm not here to try to be the face of nothing. I'm not trying to be the, you know, I'm gonna let the people that want to do that shit do that. You know, I'm just here to enforce, and I believe in what I believe in, and motherfuckers know what I believe in and believe in, you know, and that's that. But you know, that just he asked me, well, what is the Black Lives Matter movement? I said, bro, I'm not a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't ask me something that I'm not. You can't ask me what does knockdown consist of. I can just give you the basics. I can't tell you what Pops do every day.
Right.
Go ask Pops what knockdown is about. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Or another thing you asked me was, well, you know, you seen people out there with the microphones and.
Well, we got Tanya Faison, who was the founder of the Sacramento branch of the Black Lives Matter. She will be right here tomorrow.
There you go. You hear it?
Tomorrow.
Look, I'm gonna tag bro after this video, and you can
Tanya Faison will be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
You know, so I just said, bro, I can't answer that. You know what I mean? And
12 o'clock.
You know, another question was, why didn't you take the mic from somebody and say something? Because I don't know what their platform is.
Right.
You trying to make me align myself.
Now, what about
what
the brother? Everybody is on the brother's helmet. You know what I'm saying he shouldn't have did that.
What to do about his brother? That's his brother. Come on, man. Listen, I just lost my sister last year.
I try to say that, bro.
Listen,
I try to tell people,
I just lost
bro.
my blood sister last year. I wish a nigga would tell me how to feel or how to act or how to react. You know what I mean? Or counter-react.
I try to tell,
you know what
bro.
I mean? About my blood being lost. I'm not playing, man. I'm gonna tear up anything that's in my way.
I try to tell people it's like that. It's like that. That uncle.
Man to calm down.
You've been to a funeral where most of the people at the funeral was just relaxed and just crying to themselves, and then certain people when they get to the casket they fall out, and everybody handles this shit differently.
Different, bro. And
you know what I mean? Just let me tell y'all this too. Just because a family member gets tragedy happens, the camera gets in your face, that don't automatically make you a media professional.
Boom.
You still who you are.
Boom. You still
the camera is just in your face.
Yep.
So if you was in the hood and you was talking like that, when the camera is in your face, shit, you still gonna be the same person. You feel me?
Man, you got it's all about conducting yourself in a manner that when you look back on it, you won't regret it. You know
Straight up. Did I do everything I could have did to bring attention to my brother's death?
Exactly. And he doing everything.
That's all.
You can't tell that man to calm down. Shit, if that was my
I don't condone no violence and all that, threatening of the other people.
Bro, I'd have been doing
but I'm just saying, as far as
table too,
I'm trying to tell you what's real, and I look at the footage. I look at the footage, and the police chief was right there, sitting right there,
right,
with another cop, with another cop, with another cop, with another cop.
Now, if they, you know what it is, and I'm gonna tell you, kind of something that's dope about this protest as in compared to the others. Our city is still intact.
Right. We ain't burning shit down. Right.
We ain't defacing no property.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ain't nobody got hurt yet. Ain't nobody got shot yet. You ain't heard of nobody being harmed in the aftermath of the situation. And I think that's dope because it demonstrates that it can be done. And now look where we at. We all the way in the offices.
Because it could be like fires and shit everywhere, helicopters everywhere, all kind of just, you know what I'm saying?
The South was lit the next night.
Yeah, it was lit. No
and
question.
It still wasn't you know what I mean?
Yes,
I think something, but that's minuscule as compared to what you look at. You know what I mean? In what's going on with
the brother Stephon Clark, his wake is tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So and of course Thursday.
Right? Yep.
So man, I could just imagine the emotions that's gonna be taking place.
Man.
On that. And I'm an emotional dude. Don't get it twisted. I'm a big old softy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I do want to talk about your projects, the Fame 1, 2, and Fame 1, 2, and 3, just because I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's been coming on in the last week, we make sure we touch on it. But at the end of the day, I want to make sure everybody leave. I want to make sure everybody know with a perspective of who Gat is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like an uncommon question. People like, how did you come up with the name the Gatlin? What does the Gatlin mean?
Right. Well, that's well, if you know what a Gatlin gun is.
I already know that, but you know what I'm talking about?
So, that's pretty much what it means. If you really listen to my music, I don't have a set flow. You know what I mean? I like to play with the beats. I like to do what the battle calls for. So if the battle calls for a 4-5, pow, pow,
right.
That's how we shoot 'em, pow, pow.
Shooter with a Ruger, 4-4 chrome.
And I say the battle, meaning the beat. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if the beat calls for some rapid shit, you know what I mean? Then that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? And I do.
Can you get up there? Can you get up there with Tech on the chopper shit?
I can rap like that, but
okay.
I'm not gonna sit up here and say I can do what Tech does. Don't get me right. The more
he said any challenge. Some kung fu styles is some people get.
I pride myself on getting on other rappers' hypes when I fuck with them. That's just how I am. Like if I want to get a feature from you, you know what I'm saying? It's because I like what you do,
right?
And I want to bring your vibe into my world. You know what I mean? And just like if you was to call me to come get, I'm finna give you me. You know what I mean?
Right,
so
right.
In that sense, when I link up with a Lynch or whoever,
you gonna give it the 1,000 wow.
We gonna make the record make sense. It ain't just gonna be a feature. It's gonna be a real collaboration.
No question. It gotta make sense.
Yeah. So I pride myself on being able.
What type of contraption is that there? You got?
I'm just rolling weed. You know what I'm saying?
But that's your special raw canister.
That's what I take with me when I'm out. When I'm home, I got tray table.
And is that a special rolling apparatus?
Yeah, it's a special rolling apparatus. You know what I mean? Yeah. I break my weed down in here. I keep whatever weed I don't roll up in here. It don't fall out into the ground. You got to do all this on the table.
Say that.
You know what I mean?
Pops, we gotta try to figure out how to patent something like that.
Yeah, y'all can make one of these. It took a couple little tries for me to, get it right, but put the weed in there and roll up the motherfucker, come out top like that. Boop.
Oh, hold on, let me show that real quick. How that? Let me see that part.
Oh, the joint.
So I can show them what just popped out of that. Yeah, it wasn't just no regular shit. That's what I'm saying. This little whatever he just did some shit and then closed it, and it popped up out of here just like that. When Bueno, y'all linked up with Yuck, and y'all got y'all part of the regime. How's that? What is that? Talk to the people about that part.
Oh man, that's just networking. You know what I'm saying? When I was
shout out to Yuck.
Yeah, shout out to Yuck, man. Shout out to the regime in general.
Yeah.
I was working on Fame 2.
Right.
And I don't give a fuck, bro. Every artist coming up has that one, two, maybe 3 artists that if you get the chance to get them niggas on your shit, you gonna get them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yuck was one of them niggas for me. You know what I mean? I grew up on the Thug, the Albulation, all that shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, when I finally got enough money in my pocket, when I finally got enough, you know, rep under my belt to be able to say, okay, let's do some work. You know, I've been knowing, you know, all my niggas fuck with him, Sim Shooters videos, boy, you know, I know, I could, you know, if I wanted to highlight him years ago, I could have, pretty much, you know what I mean? But I wanted to wait till I was right, till my presentation was up to par, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, when I finally, I got at him for Fame 2, and, you know, he was like, bro, you raw, you know, he gave me some props, you know what I mean? And he invited me out to the
I remember we did that show downtown at the barbershop. Remember downtown J Street was like an after party for the Looney Party.
Yeah.
And we was upstairs, and I think you was playing with it at that time. You was like,
I was putting it on his mind.
you was already knew. Hey, I already knew. I said, he's already indoctrinating himself with the game.
Come on, man. You know how this shit supposed to go. So but before that, I went out to LA to fuck with him.
Okay,
on
bet that.
Smoke a Lot Radio, and we premiered the video that Sim shot, the Blueface language, and that shit went crazy out there. And I ended up working on my DJ Fresh Tonight Show album, and I reached out to him again. He jumped on and we shot the video for that. He said, bro, I like your speed. You know what I mean?
You get it done.
Yeah, and then you know, that night we did what you was talking about, and he was like, nigga, you might as well, you know, shit. That was a golden. That was like the Willy Wonka, and you found that golden ticket. You know what I mean? And it's just a network experience. You know, we ain't playing with no paperwork or nothing like that. You know, we all bosses, so it's more rather, you know, us just working together as bosses, and me kind of, you know, soaking up his game, because he got a lot of it.
And the same with Bueno, or how?
I don't know. You know what I mean? I know. You know, I just can speak for me. You know
okay,
I mean?
bet that. Dwayne gonna have to come on here and possibly got to schedule that so we can get the second half.
Dwayne, he raised him too, but Dwayne been fucking with Yuck forever.
Yeah, no question.
I mean? So that relationship is.
But y'all decided, so y'all got separate albums, or y'all got an album together?
Well, me and Dwayne got an album coming out together.
Together,
you know
right?
What I mean, I approached him with the situation. I was like, Dwayne, man, you know, it's only right for us to, you know, us coming out of SAC. Let's not do it. Let's do it together. You know,
right?
What I mean?
Yeah, no question.
He was with it
What's the name of that?
It's the Metric System.
The Metric System coming soon.
Yeah.
When is that coming out?
We trying to get a date for it now. We getting the album records mastered and shit as we speak.
Shout out to homie Bueno.
Yeah, but all the songs is done. You know what I mean? We got Al Pacino on that joint, Drew Down, Yuck, of course, Styling, Mitchie Slick. You know, it's a real.
So it's done. Done.
Yeah.
Okay, bet that.
It's done. And you know, I'm proud of it.
Bet that.
You know, and Dwayne, you know, he don't fuck with nobody. So for him to even want to do that shit with me.
You got the regime tat already? Yeah.
Nah, man, I ain't you know, I've been thinking about it.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got this sick with it tat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
You
see this
shit
right here.
Yeah.
Sick with the tat, man. Talk about.
I ain't got the
You getting the chain yet?
Yeah,
Oh, you got the chain.
I actually got the chain on the way, you know.
Oh, shit.
Right now, you know what I mean? I don't like talking. I'd rather just show them when it drops.
Say that.
Something wet, you know.
I think it's only right after the first. How about after the first project drop?
Yeah.
Something like that. Something, you know, like the Chris and the I don't know.
Wayne fucked me up one time. Wayne said, nigga, you know, if you get the dragon tap, Yuck gonna give you the chain to come with you.
Oh,
I said, nigga, I was just gonna get my own chain, nigga. You know. But yeah, man, you know, that project is raw as fuck, man. Wayne, that man, I can't give him enough props as far as the way the record was created. You know, like, you know, we both captains. You know what I mean?
Right.
Both, you know, we both can't tell neither one of us nothing. You
right,
know what I mean?
right.
So
and y'all put in the work. You got hella videos.
Yeah.
Both of y'all got hella videos. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, his shit speak for itself. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So. You know,
he know how to, at this point, he know how to go in the studio and make one of them ones. He know how to
make records.
Yeah, he know how to make one of them ones.
Yeah, he kind of forced me to take from. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, don't be afraid to go back and create something new. That's what he kind of showed
Yeah, don't
me
never
without
be
saying
afraid.
that, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
real talk.
And,
Yeah.
I find myself doing that a lot now, and I find that shit kind of being like some of my dopest records. Like, I'm gonna keep it real. So shouts to Blaine on the game. That's the type of shit that I like soaking up from me. And we butt heads, you know what I mean? Just because we strong individuals, but my ears is always open, and I always try to take the positive away from everything.
Right.
And it's definitely to me, you know, Blaine a legend, in you know, in his own right. You know what I mean? So for me to, you know, be able to soak up his shit is raw. You know
right.
And we got this super dope album, and you know, we finna put that shit out and keep on pumping.
What else y'all got coming on?
I just finished up an album.
What's it called?
I'm really not even supposed to. I really wasn't even supposed to say that just because of the way I wanted to present it. But I got something.
But it's good to release it right now on the Real Spill Show podcast. You know what I'm talking about? That's all good.
I know Big Omeezy would like to,
Hello.
You know, run that. You know,
man, come on, B.
Man, look, man, I got an album coming out, man. The motherfucker out April 27th. You feel what I'm saying? The name of the album is Florin Road.
Oh, you ain't gonna put a picture of Florin Road on that bit.
I'm gonna show you the album cover.
Put it inside or something, man.
Yeah,
Fuck
no,
that.
I'm gonna show you.
Oh, okay, say that. Hello.
Look, when you see the album cover, you're gonna be like,
oh, I might shed a tear, man. Come on, I'm offended.
Yeah, so the name of the album is Florin Road. You know what I mean? It's produced entirely by my dog Teo. Ooh, Teo, I like this. I know y'all done heard that tag somewhere before. He's from South Sac too. Super dope producer, young up and coming producer, raw. He's super raw. We did the whole album top to bottom, same shit that I was doing with Finguz. I just, you know, now I got something with Teo, and the whole album, man, is pretty much an ode to Florin Road and everything connected, man. You know, we got features from T Nutty on that motherfucker.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever done a song with a female artist, like a female singer? Oh, you did a song with Charity, right?
Yeah, sis, that's sis. Hell yeah.
Who else have you? What other female? I just had a vision of like a video with you doing a song with a female artist, a female singing artist.
Shit, I got records with Marva. I got, you know, Marvelous. I got records with Spittles, Karasi.
Spittles, okay. Spittles going crazy.
Yeah,
shout out to Spittles.
Shout out to Spittles, Smoke Gang. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I can't wait to hear that. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, the album got T Nutty on the motherfucker, Smig, Dirty, Lavish D.
You got Lav on there? You went on here and you know what I mean? Instituted that, the homie?
That's my nigga. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't run around saying shit like that. You know, that's my, you know, we doing what we supposed to be doing as individuals. So when it's time to work, it's only right. You know
right,
what I mean?
Yeah.
If a nigga tell me no, he gotta have a good reason. And I'm not saying motherfucker can't tell me no.
Right.
I'm not saying the motherfucker can't. I'm just saying, like, you know, for a nigga not to like me, and I don't care if you like me or not, but for a nigga not to fuck with Gat, you gotta have a reason. You know what I mean? You can't just not want to fuck with me. You know what I mean? I don't shit on nobody. I don't hate on nobody. I don't do nothing behind nobody's back. I don't do no smirky shit.
No smirk.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm not doing none of that. So when I
you ain't no closet pedophile nigga and all that weird
none
shit.
None of that. So when I reach out to you, just know it's all love. You know what I'm saying? Just reach out. Just know it's all love.
Well, we fuck with Gat, man. Tell everybody how they can get in contact with you, all your social media, all the shit.
Oh, man, the Gatlin, man. Everything the Gatlin. Instagram.
Gatlin.
Gatlin. THE __ on IG.
See, that's where people, you gotta make sure you tell people about that. See, if you say it's just the Gat, but that underscore is very important.
Type it in on IG, just
and then the Gatlin, no underscore, and it's gonna pop up because you're a real nigga.
Yeah, YouTube, Gatlin, you know, Twitter, the Gatlin, you know, Facebook.
Consistently and concurrent. We like to say concurrent.
No funny names, but yeah. Florin Road, April 27th.
Oh man.
You feel me? He told me to bust it out. You know what I mean?
What's the name? Was it Kim? What was it? Kim on the corner right across the street from Jumbo's. Was it KB? KB? What was it called? The little Asian lady right there across the street from Jumbo Market. Did you ever go to there?
What? Say it again.
Next to the Rice Bowl.
Rice Bowl.
Yeah.
Wayne's Walk?
No, Rice Bowl.
Jumbo Market was that?
By the bingo.
Across from the Alpine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was motherfucking
And then all the way at the end, it was she sold all kind of shit, T-shirts, all the shit.
Oh, you talking about across the street?
Yeah.
In the same parking lot as the Alpine.
Yeah.
That's BK. That's BK. That's BK.
I loved her.
That's BK. Yeah. That's BK, man.
Yeah, I was going, man, that motherfucker, man, just talk to her all day. She was a nice
3
lady.
for 10 t-shirts, man.
You know what I'm saying? She was a nice lady, man. Everybody don't know. They don't know about South Sac, man. You know what I'm talking about? There's a lot of history out there, man. It was going down. I remember when I went to Hiram Johnson for the 1 year that I went, and we was 1 year. It was my freshman year. It was crazy. It was when Humpty Hump. They were playing the Humpty dance and shit in the quad, and it was going crazy. I just remember sitting in that motherfucker. It looked like motherfucking Rydell High or some goddamn. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? The shit was ill. They had the source truck in that bitch talking about do the Humpty Hump. I was like, this is the illest shit ever.
Bro, I remember when
I seen Dory Rock. One of them, nigga had a backpack with the cuts in his eyes and all the shit.
I remember going to Johnson, bro, and the whole romper room came. Mac Dre, Doobie, the whole Something Terrible. They went to Johnson. So they was like, oh.
They went to Johnson, like like attended. You talking about?
Yeah.
Wow.
The whole Mac Dre situation.
Wow, you got to be kidding me.
Bro, that was the best day of my life, my nigga. Like, to watch just, they just pulled up with the van and, you know what I mean? And, it was like, back then it wasn't no internet. So you had to pop up like that. My era of music was dope, man. That's why I like that dope era shit. Shout out to Fab.
Tone Mac said he went to Johnson too. That's crazy.
Who?
Tone Mac.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of warriors, man. Niggas don't know about, man.
H J. Hey, how to check on H J. H J. I'm a tiger, man. I only went 1 year, so I can't really claim that. But I did go there 1 year, but I was the tiger on mine. Yeah, man. So thank you for coming to the Real Spill Show podcast, man. Thank you. Every time folks come on here, man, we only spit that real shit. You know what I'm saying?
I love it, man.
So, it's my pleasure to always, be around you. You know what I'm saying? And you're a real nigga, man. And this shit is gonna be live. It's gonna be on YouTube and all the shit, man. So y'all check in and y'all comment and share and all the shit.
Hey, check it out, man. It's your boy Gat, man. You're tuned in, man. Real Spill Show with Big Omeezy.
Hello.
Out on the grind. Out on the grind. Out on the grind. I'm getting it. This goes out to my niggas down south that's out there.